Oh my goodness. Okay. I have stopped this recording, started this recording so many stinking times. This is y'all's sign to me. Like this recording, this training is like, this is what I need because these are my shortcomings. And that's what this whole thing is about. So I've done this multiple times for multiple different groups, different settings, everything like that. I look like I just woke up, but that's okay. It's not Wednesday, but I didn't have enough time to change my slides. So this is how we are, and we're going to show it messy because at least we're showing up. Okay. So we're going to do the top 5 mistakes new entrepreneurs make. Honestly, not even new ones. But this isn't meant to like be negative around anyone or anything that you're doing. It's just meant to bring awareness because when we are aware of things, that's when things start to change, right? Every single one of us has been guilty at least at one point at everything in this slide deck. Um, my kids are in the shower, so I'm gonna have to pause this in just a moment to get them out, but bear with me, okay? All right, so why this matters. Most people do not fail because the business model doesn't work. They fail because they aren't staying in it long enough or they're not applying what they're learning to that model. Okay. So information alone isn't going to change your life. You can know everything. You can know how to do everything. You can know how to build a stinking jet plane. But unless you actually do it, it's not going to do anything for you because the action is what produces the results, right? Okay, so the first mistake number one, learning and not taking action. Watching trainings, you watch all the trainings, you save all the posts, you take buku notes, like your notebook is filled, like page after page after page, but you're not actually doing anything with it. And I say this with love. But if you're constantly in the consumer mindset, consuming, and never implementing, you're stuck in a comfort zone that feels like you are productive, but you don't produce results. And this hurts because I've been there. Like you're doing all the things. You're on every single Zoom. You don't miss a Zoom. You take all the notes. Your notebook is filled. You have highlights. You have things underlined. You have little tabs, everything. You know exactly what to do, but you're not in there doing it. You are not doing the follow up. You are not doing the reach outs. You are not building relationships. You are not connecting because you feel like you are being so productive and you're putting all this energy in, but you're not getting the results out of it because you're not actually doing the action taking steps. It's like when you watch workout videos, okay? You're watching a workout video every day. You actually subscribe to your favorite girl who does all of the things that you wish you would do. You save them. You have learned so much from her. You're like, you know, the perfect form, you know what everything is called, but you're never actually doing them. You're never going to get stronger if you just sit there and watch her do it and explain to you, right? You have to actually do it, even if your form is not perfect. Okay. You have to actually do the work. Did I miss the next slide? I'm sorry. Okay. Let's be honest for a second. How many of you attend the trainings, the meetings, the Zooms? You get the daily post prompts, you're hearing all the suggestions, and then you just don't do anything with it. You don't post, you don't message, you're not trying anything new. You're just kind of coasting. It doesn't make you bad, but you know, that means there's plenty of room to grow. If you're not at the top of your pay plan, you still have room to learn. You still have room to grow. Even if you're up there, you still do too. But it's a good thing. Like we are constantly working on ourselves, right? We are constantly learning new things, growing in the people that we are trying to be. And I want to say this too, because, most people don't avoid taking that action because they're lazy. They don't. Most people avoid it because they're scared. They're scared of doing it wrong, looking dumb, bothering people. That's a big one for me. I used to be so afraid, like, oh my gosh, Sally didn't message me back, and now I'm going to message her again. Like, no, I don't want her to think that I'm like super annoying. Listen, the growth lives on the other side of fear and comfort. You have to be uncomfortable. You have to send that message and immediately go, oh my God, I can't believe I sent that. I can't believe I just sent it. But you did it anyways. At some point, you have to decide, are you going to be a consumer for the rest of your life, or are you going to build something? Because builders apply, builders test, builders move before they even feel ready. They do it messy. I know you've heard that over and over and over again, but seriously, they do it messy because they're not ready to do. I wasn't ready to do this train. Look at me. I haven't even put my stuff together. Like, did I brush my hair today? No, I did brush my teeth. Thank you very much. Okay. But you're not going to become confident until you act. When you take that action, the confidence will come afterwards. After you've done something over and over again, you will be more confident. Okay? All right. So, fix number one. The fix is simple: learning one thing, applying one thing, not everything at one time. Be doers of the world. Scripture tells us, be doers of the word, not hearers only. Doers of the word, not hearers only. Same applies in business. Action builds confidence. Confidence builds momentum. I need to go get my kids out soon. Okay, here's the rule that I live by. When you learn something within 24 hours, apply it. You learn it, you apply it within that same day. Don't give yourself time to overthink it. Be imperfect. Do it anyways. If you wait longer than that, you're going to talk yourself out of it. Doing it messy is better than not doing it at all. You don't get those breakthroughs from having the perfect strategy. They come from imperfect action that's repeated over and over. Ya cannot steer a parked car. Okay? You've got to get it going. Start that engine. Let's go, baby. Okay, mistake number 2, focusing on the result instead of the growth. So the second mistake, your focus, okay, people stare at numbers like all day and think this isn't working. Like I'm putting all this time, all this energy. This is the craziest thing about network marketing too, because you don't get paid by the hour, right? So you're putting all this time, and you're not seeing yourself being rewarded. So you think it's not working, but you're not realizing all of this stuff that you have overcome, how much growth you've had as a person, as a communicator, as a leader. You are growing every single day. Okay. So here's an analogy that I like. So it's like being in school. Okay. You're in school, little Sally's taking her test, and she doesn't ace it. So she just stops going. Not going to go to school anymore because I didn't ace my test. Sorry. Like, you don't just expect to be a master at the subject that you're in without having a little bit of trial and error, right? You're not going to fail because you're learning. You fail when you stop learning. Growth, the growth comes before the grade. So you can go, let's go back to the gym. I was talking about the workout video girl, you know? Okay, so when you go to the gym, you're not going to expect to walk out of the gym after your first time back in 10 years being buff Betty, right? Like you're going, you know that you have to keep going and going and going. Your body is still changing, but it's a slow roll. Like it takes time. You have to keep going and going and going and going and going. And then you're like, okay, yeah, I've lost all this blubber and I've got some nice muscles coming in. Progress is happening before you can see anything. It's the same way in business. You're not going to be successful just like that. It's going to be a slow roll. Invisible growth is going to come before visible results. Okay, I need to go help my son. How do I pause this? Okay, so what was I saying? Invisible growth is going to happen before visible results. Okay. So instead of asking yourself, did I get a sale this week? Ask yourself, did I post more confidently? Did I start more conversations? Did I follow up faster than I did last week? Or did I follow up at all? Those are growth metrics. And those are things that you can measure yourself by. Okay. All right. What growth actually looks like? Growth looks like showing up when you don't feel like it. It looks like organizing your time. It looks like learning how to talk with people or to people without having fear. You know, we're not going to base how we approach someone off by what we think their reply is going to be. We need to stop doing that. That's number one. Okay, scripture tells us, do not despise small beginnings. Every big result starts small. Growth is not just income. It is a skill. You're skill stacking. You're a skill stacking master. You're learning how to communicate, how to handle rejection, how to show up online, how to lead yourself. And those are skills that are not really teachable. Those are skills that you have to learn for yourself. These are skills that will not disappear. They start to compound. And then thinking back, like you think back to when you first started, I'm pretty sure you were probably more hesitant to post, nervous on messaging, less confident showing up on your stories. Even if you've improved like 10% from where you first started, that's growth. That is measurable growth. You don't feel your bones growing, but they're still growing. You don't see your hair grow every day, but it's still happening. Your business grows the same way. As long as you are showing up, as long as you are putting in the work, it will grow. All right. Mistake numero tres. Inconsistency. Like I just said. The third mistake is inconsistency. You literally never know who's watching you. I'm not joking. I kid you not. I had a girl sign up with me yesterday who has been following me for 2 years. 2 years. Holy Hannah. 2 years she's been talking to me about this. I keep seeing it. Like, I really want to try it. I just don't know. I just don't know. Then out of the blue, she didn't even say anything to me. She just signed up. She showed up in my back office. And I was like, yo, girl, hey, you never know what story or post is going to be the one that just like clicks in someone's head, opens that door. When you're inconsistent, it kills your momentum. It breaks that trust. Okay. So not only with your audience, but with yourself, because when you start to get into a groove and then you stop, it's so hard to get back into it. Consistency is like making deposits into a trust account. Every post, every story, every conversation is a deposit. When you disappear, your account stops growing. Simple as that. Consistency is so important. It doesn't mean you have to do everything all the time, but it means having that non-negotiable minimum. So your minimum might look like 1 post a day, 3 stories, and 5 messages. And you do that even on the days that you don't want to log in at all. Whatever your hand finds to do it with all your might. Ecclesiastes 9:10. Okay? Take pride in what you do. You are building something so important. You should treat it like it's important. This is not just a hobby. A lot of people think, oh, I'll just do it tomorrow. You don't have someone harping on you, breathing down your neck, telling you to get your work done, right? Show up, be consistent, hold yourself to the higher standard. Okay, what is consistency? Consistency is not perfection. It's just real. People don't need you to look polished all the time. They don't need beautiful photos. They don't care about that. People want you to show up as you. Messy hair, pajamas, real life, real emotions. They want to see you. They want to know you. Consistency. Why am I having such a hard time with that? It doesn't mean showing up in the same way every day. Okay? It means showing up as the same person on different days. Some days you have energy, some days you don't. They both still count. Some days you have really effective stories, and some days you're going to post in pajamas. It doesn't matter. People are going to connect with what's real and not what's fake and polished, right? Mistake number 4 is ignoring mindset. This is a big one because if your mindset is not right, you will self-sabotage every single opportunity that ever comes your way. I did this for 2 entire years. Scripture tells us a man thinks in his heart, so is he. So your thoughts literally shape your actions of it, your everyday actions, okay? You can have the best strategy in the world. You can have the best mentor. But if your mindset is not there, you will self-sabotage every single opportunity that comes your way. Your mindset is going to determine how you show up when things are not going your way, when you're not making sales, when you're not getting reactions, when nobody is following your page, when you get 3 story views, when you get 0 likes on your post, you still show up. Self-sabotage doesn't look dramatic, but it looks like procrastinating, overthinking, ghosting conversations, convincing yourself, oh, now is just not the right time. That's fear talking. That's the fear talking. Self-sabotaging. All right, mindset shift. So instead of thinking, why isn't this working? Ask yourself, what is this teaching me? What is this teaching me? What am I learning? Everything is either working for you or teaching you. There is nothing wasted. There is no wasted season at all whatsoever. Most situations are not going to be good or bad. They're just neutral, meaning we assign what we assign to them determines how we act and how we feel. 2 people can go through the exact same experience and walk away completely different from each other. Hearing someone tell you no isn't rejection. It's a redirection or timing. Most people aren't rejecting you. They're not rejecting you. They're deciding for themselves. Growth happens when you change the story that you tell yourself over and over and over again. We have a temper tantrum over here. See if we can get through the next couple slides. Okay, mistake number 5. It's our last mistake, right? Yeah, we're doing 5 mistakes. Wanting instant gratification, baby. Okay. Instant results don't happen. Think about a traditional business. You don't start Come here. You don't start. You don't start a job expecting your raise to be in your first week. You're not going to open your own storefront business and then quit after 30 days, are you? This is a long-term game. What you see online is someone's highlight reel. That is not their starting point. Trust me, you're comparing your beginning to someone else's middle. Hold on. Do not do that to yourself. The long game, yes. Online business has ups and it has downs. Some weeks feel amazing. Some weeks feel quiet. Some weeks feel like absolutely poo. But when that consistency starts to compound, and that effort starts to compound, results will happen. Scripture reminds us that endurance is required to receive what is promised. Endurance. Quiet seasons don't mean that nothing is happening. It means that roots are growing. And most people honestly quit before that momentum even shows up. And not because it didn't work, but because they didn't stay. Just like I said in the beginning. Because they didn't wait it out. They didn't keep trying. They didn't keep giving it them all. Their all. So now we have that mindset. We have the consistency, the endurance. Now put it into action. We have to transition to the action. Because knowledge without action changes nothing. This is where you start to build momentum. Follow-ups are where most people miss it. They miss out. Not because they're pushy, but because they're afraid. Following up is not pressuring people. It's just leadership. It gives people clarity. If you tell someone that you're going to follow up and then you don't follow up, you're a liar. Do you want to be a liar? No. Do what you say you were going to do. I'll follow up with you on Tuesday. You best better be in their inbox again on Tuesday asking, hey, did you check that thing out? I told you I was going to follow up with you. Just telling you what I was going to do. Just do it. Okay? So go ahead and go in, find 5 warm conversations, people who asked questions, reacted, showed some kind of interest, and follow up with them. Curiosity. If you don't follow up, you are the one making the decision for them. You are the one deciding that they say no. That's on you. If you don't follow up, you are telling yourself no. You are marking them no in your book for yourself. Okay? Whew. You don't need to be perfect. You just need to be consistent and build some momentum. Okay? I've got to go because this little baby wants to go nurse and he's getting real antsy. All right? So thank you. Thank you. How do I stop this? Stop.